pictures that are now coming in, how difficult would it be actually to get all of the parliamentarians in one frame? If there is actually one photo that would be clicked off from multiple angles, I mean, how difficult it would be to actually get all of the parliamentarians together in one frame, Akansha?
As you also mentioned, a few of them are sitting on the ground, few of them are standing, and it shows that there was actually a need to shift from the old parliament building, which has limited seating arrangement, to the new parliament building, which in fact has 888 seats in Lok Sabha. So definitely the photo here shows that few are sitting, few are standing, and as you also mentioned, it will have to be clicked from a lot of angles in order to get this historic photo in just one frame, and all these MPs in one frame. But definitely a very historic moment that is being captured right now as we are speaking, with this photo session going on in the old building of the parliament. Before it is
the photo session may have now been over, because I believe we just got those pictures of the MPs now getting up, and thereafter now they will be proceeding to the central hall. What happens from here on?
See, Amita, as we had already shared the itinerary with our viewers, that at 9:30 the photo op begins. What we are witnessing right now, the moment where from now at 11 we were told that there will be a special ceremony that is planned in the central hall of the old parliament, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the speakers of both the houses and the leaders of the opposition, the leaders of the houses, will be addressing for the last time in the central hall of the old parliament building. This ceremony will take place, and they will also talk about the memories of the old parliament and how the journey has come to this far. And now from there at around 12:35 there will be the start of transition, the shifting of the Constitution's copy, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will walk with this copy from the Central Hall to the new building of the Parliament. And this ceremony will be a historic ceremony that will be a phase where the beginning for the new Sansad starts. So this is a ceremony that will begin in some time from now. So we have to see what Prime Minister will speak in the Central Hall for the last time in the old Parliament.
And what yesterday, as he was speaking on the floor of the House, as far as the Lok Sabha is also concerned, many of those things that he had picked up, the issues that he had picked up, and the long legacy as far as the Parliament, right from its architectural design to the mehnat, the parishram and the paisa that has gone of the Indian citizens, that is something that the Prime Minister reminded everyone. And this is something that the legacy, how it needs to be carried forward, but in a new avatar. As far as the Atmanirbhar Bharat is concerned, that is the vision that the Prime Minister was speaking. Right now it is top of 10 a.m. Those pictures that are now coming in as you're watching and joining us live here on Times Now, those pictures are from the inner courtyard of the old Parliament building. The new Parliament building has a new address. There has been a new notification that has also been issued by Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. But right now, as far as in the old address of the old Parliament building is concerned, in the inner courtyard, here are some of the MPs, actually all of those MPs who have come together to get a photo of one single frame. All of those MPs must have been a very difficult and a challenging task for them. But looking at the situation exactly would explain the picture, as it is being said, says 1,000 words. This is something that actually will explain itself, how difficult it really is to accommodate the number of growing MPs as far as in the old Parliament building is concerned, and why those facilities are even better. New facilities, even better facilities, Shivani, that we are talking about in the new Parliament complex. And of course, this is something that would be commemorated with a kit also that will now be given to the new to the parliamentarians. A kit. Can you even talk us through, Shivani, what all is there in that kit?
See, Amita, the new parliament will be representing the Atmanirbhar New Bharat, and when we talk about the kit, this kit is meticulously planned for the parliamentarians when they will be entering the new parliament building for the first time. There is a copy of the constitution that has been placed in that kit. There is a commemorative coin of the new parliament, and this will be an auspicious occasion when all the parliamentarians, as the Prime Minister said, will be leaving behind the cynical approach, the Rona Dhona, and they will be auspiciously moving inside the new parliament for a new start, new beginning, and contributing to the new Bharat. That's what the kit also signifies. So everything has been meticulously planned, from the attendance pattern with the electronic digital attendance cards that we already saw yesterday. The viewers saw how these cards have been given to all these parliamentarians, and also the kit that has been that will be provided, that has been kept ready for these parliamentarians when they'll be stepping in the new parliament building. And apart from this, we've also seen the new uniform, Amita. So everything has been planned. Everything will give a sense of Atmanirbharta. Everything will give a sense of how India has been transforming in past few years in terms of technology, in terms of having its own architecture, its own heritage, creating new architecture, new heritage. So this is not just a building, but the start of a new era for Atmanirbhar Bharat that is turning to be a Vishwamitra, Vishwaguru, and an example of self-reliance to all the countries of the world. Because, you know, the timing of this special session is also quite significant. It comes right after the successful G20 leaders summit that happened in Delhi. So you see a lot of messaging is also there in this shifting to the new parliament from the old building, and this will be a historic day that not only
towards Amrit Kal. That frame, that picture on your screen says it all, because Akansha, as Shivani has been mentioning, a lot of things and good things that have been happening for India. Even if we talk about the success of Chandrayaan, if we talk about the success of Aditya L1, even if we talk about the success of G20, how India is, growing and moving forward and making a space for itself, especially when it comes to the global standards, and now the shifting to the new parliament complex. Lots been happening, and of course, as you mentioned before, on the auspicious occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi, and this is something that the Prime Minister also wished the citizens of the country.
Well, absolutely. As you also mentioned, this comes on the day of Ganesh Chaturthi, which in itself symbolizes new beginning. So this is a very special day on this, on which the MPs and Prime Minister will be transitioning from the old Parliament to the new Parliament, and this holds a lot of historic importance. Just a few moments ago, we saw a historic photo session at the old Parliament before MPs shift to the new Parliament. So definitely quite an important day. There's Ganesh Chaturthi, and also this last 1 month has been very important for India, from moon landing to then conducting G20 and getting 100% consensus on the declaration. So all in all, it has been a very good last 1 month, and now shifting to the new Parliament building on Ganesh Chaturthi. So definitely quite a historic day on first count, that is shifting to the new Parliament, and secondly the approval of the women reservation bill. So it remains to be seen what happens when all the MPs then shift to this new Parliament, because we heard the reaction.